Do not ever eat from McDonald's on JTB. Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. I am Ryan for real, and if you are new to my channel, I ask that you subscribe before you leave. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when I post another video. You guys, I promise you it's been taking me forever to share this information with y'all. I feel like this information is definitely necessary, especially for those that are trying to become a full-time YouTuber. I just wanted to share my experiences, sacrifices, and things that, you know, I've done recently. This would be a shock to some people, and others, it may not be. So here we are. Good evening, thank you for choosing McDonald's. What can I get for you today? Yes, y'all, about 30 days ago, I was a McDonald's employee. I've been employed at McDonald's for 6 months, you guys, 6 months. Most of you guys know, and if you didn't know, I've been doing YouTube full-time since 2019. And you guys, when I tell you it's been hard, it's been so freaking hard. So it all started late October. I think I was wrapping up Vlogtober and I was on the phone with a friend, and he just started working at McDonald's next to the Avenues Mall. He was the only person working on the overnight shift, and he asked me to come up there and, you know, hang out with him. So when he asked me to come and hang out with him while he was at work, I'm like, boy, first of all, I'm not getting out of my bed to drive 20 minutes all the way to the Avenues just to hang out with you while you're working. Like, no, if I'm gonna do that, I need to be on somebody's clock. And then, you know, we started laughing. It was a joke. After we was finished laughing, he was like, no, but seriously. He said, you do your YouTube during the day. This is what you're doing during the night. You just stay on the phone with me, or you watching TV. You're not really doing anything. So how about you come and, you know, work with me? You can be my partner, whatever. So I'm like, no, I don't think I should do it. So he was like, hey, it's $16 an hour. I mean, you can be making you some coin. And I'm like, damn, you know, I could use that money to invest into my YouTube channel and to really grow and elevate my life, honestly. So I decided to do the application. They called me immediately. The assistant general manager, she reached out to me. It was like a 2-3 day process for them to get my information. I don't know, it was a little sketchy. I don't come from a fast food background. I actually come from a customer service background. When the assistant GM reached out to me, it was like a 2-day process. You know, we was talking and she was pretty much getting to know me over the phone. So I guess you can call that a phone interview. And then she called me in to do a full interview. I went up to McDonald's. I dressed up nicely because, once again, you know, I come from a pretty professional background. So whenever you go to an interview, you dress up. Child, I went in there, I'm all dressed up, and when I walked in, I asked for the assistant GM, and the person that I asked bust out laughing, and I'm like, okay, you know, that's weird. So when the assistant GM came up, she started laughing too. She was like, you are extremely overdressed for this interview. And I'm like, okay. I was a little like, what does she mean? Like, I know it's McDonald's, but come on now, a business is a business, right? I go to sit down and I'm waiting on her. So I sat for about a good 5 minutes maybe. I kid you not, y'all. This was the most ratchet interview I've ever been on. Baby sat down in front of me and said, bitch, I'm tired as hell. I was like, what? He said, yes, child, they had me working every single day this whole month, and I'm about to take me a break because I ain't got time for this my name ain't Miss McDonald's and da. Like, she was just going in. So I'm a little stunned. I'm like, okay. So yeah, my name is Ryan, Ryan Mack. I started laying down like the things that I've done, the things that I accomplished. She didn't give a damn. She just wanted to sit there and tell me about her day and Florida, Georgia coming up. So she about to get loose out there. You know, she just got out of prison, so it's time for her to have some fun. It was the most uncomfortable interview I've ever been on, y'all. It was crazy. It was supposed to last for 30 minutes. It lasted for 10 minutes. So I just let her sit there and rant. I didn't show any interest at all. I just sat there. So she was like, yeah, it's easy. This job easy as Or like, you ain't gotta do nothing really, but just take these orders, make your money and go home. She was like, don't let this job stress you out. Don't let them try to bully you into doing stuff that you don't wanna do. Like, going in, right? So I'm like, okay, so what's next? She was like, oh, you got the job. I mean, you been had the job. When I seen you had the job, I was just wanting to, you know, take a break. And I said, okay, so I guess I'll start Monday. She said, no, you'll be starting tonight. I said, okay. So long story short, I was working at McDonald's. They had me on the schedule every single day as well, but it didn't really matter because when I got that first check, you know, honey, it is what it is. So I started going hard with my friend. Every single day, y'all, I used to go home with tips, big tips too. You know, I'm really good with people. And customer service, that is like my first nature. So as time went on, you know, I started to get a little tired and I wasn't able to properly perform for YouTube. It's been times where I had to sacrifice my posting dates, and I think I took a full month off. Of the month of November, I took a full month off. I maybe posted like 1 or 2 videos. That is why I was extremely tired. I just did not have the energy in me. So I worked 7 days a week, overnight, 8 to 9 hours. Once the general managers and the bid managers seen my work ethic, they decided to, you know, give my friend a break because he's been working every single day. Hell, I've been working every single day, but he's been there longer than I have. So once they seen somebody that can really work, they decided to give him a day off, but leave me there by myself. Remember, I told y'all it was only 2 of us. He was there by himself. He asked me to come in for help, so it was 2 of us. This is when it started to get very annoying with McDonald's. I was a manager and they had no one in there to train me on how to manage the store. And I did not know how to make any sandwiches or anything like that. So I basically took care of everything in the front. Cleaning, bagging, and taking orders. My friend, he was the cook, so he grilled the burgers, dropped the nuggets and the fries, like he did everything in the back. That first day that they left me in there and decided to give him a break, it was a madhouse. It should have had somebody in there with me. So all night I did chicken nuggets and fries. You know, of course, some people get mad, they wanna argue, they wanna go back and forth. What do you mean chicken nuggets and fries? Exactly what I said. There's no cook here. It's only me, nuggets and fries, period. The next day, I received a message from the store manager. She was upset that I only did nuggets and fries, and I told her, hey, I said, hey, you want me to do a full staff job with only 1 person on the schedule? I don't know. I'm not Superman. I don't know who you thought I was, but I'm not Ryan McDonald's. I'm Ryan Mac. So she apologized because she wasn't aware that I was the only person on the schedule, even though she made the schedule. Hey, whatever. And it was really starting to get exhausting, and you know, I really wanted to build my brand. Instead, I was just so tired. I would literally sleep all day. I'm working all night to the morning, and then I sleep all day. By the time I'm up, I can eat, I can watch a little TV, and then I have to go to sleep again to get ready for the night. So I decided to cut my schedule to work part-time there and still do YouTube. So I think around December and January, that's when I was doing more on my YouTube channel, making sure that I'm still getting my content. It was very hard, I'm not gonna lie. So one day, my last day at that McDonald's, the morning manager, she had a complaint. Yet again, it was a complaint every day, but this particular complaint was for the maintenance guy to do. I had no clue how to operate it. Once again, I'm fairly new, and she told me with me being a manager, I should be able to do it, right? So I said, okay, well, as my peer, as another manager, we should be working as a team. So how about you show me how to do it? She asked me, y'all, why do I have to do it? I just started my shift. I said, okay. So what you do, since you just started your shift, I need you to work. Grab this headset, work, take these orders, and I'm telling you, these people was coming back to back to back to back. She was getting frustrated. So I'm sitting there cleaning, trying to do what I need to do. That lady took off her headset and said, you're gonna be here for 15 minutes, and threw the headset at me. Y'all, when I tell you, first of all, I don't care who you are, store manager, owner, corporate, founder, I don't care. You throw some shit at me, there is a problem. It's been plenty of times where I had reported her to the GM. It's been plenty of times where I had reported her as far as like the disrespect. She had seniority. So I guess they felt like it's okay to disrespect somebody, and that's just not gonna fly. So I went off on her. I went off on the GM and the store manager because they did not do what they were supposed to do once I complained. So if anything was to happen, even though I'm not gonna put my hands on her, I wasn't gonna put my hands on her, but I did make her cry because I'm just tired of the disrespect, period. So in that moment, I quit. I called the GM. Like I said, I went off on her and I told her I'm just done. And I requested to be moved to another store. Y'all, the McDonald's on JTB, everybody that's in Jacksonville, do not ever eat from McDonald's on JTB. Okay, guys, I'm currently at work. I believe it is a pipe or something that's broken. Every time you run water, it leaks. This is all the water right here. Puddles. All the dishes. Sink stopped up. Oh, that's right here. It's a shame. This is what I come into every day. Just so nasty. Left for me to clean up. Ice is open. Never order ice. This is where our drinks come out of. Mold, just nasty. Stop ordering fries. I just found a bug in here. This is where the grease be. Here's the lettuce that go on y'all sandwiches. Another one. Alright, y'all, so right now I'm just cleaning around the frappe machine. Y'all like these, don't you? Y'all, this is what I found in the inside of the frappe machine. All on the side. I just work here. I don't eat here. This is freaking disgusting.
Oh my God.
You guys, when I walked in that store, I literally was going to walk out. That was the most nastiest, disgusting restaurant I ever seen in my life. You had people preparing food in dirty dishes. The frappe machine, it had mold growing in it. There were bugs everywhere, roaches, moths, beetles, all in the fryer, all in the fry hopper. My first day working there, I made sure that, you know, I basically took care of the store. And once again, when that store manager seen my work ethic, they led me to be in charge overnight shift, and I was the assistant general manager. Whew. Y'all. You have to be very careful where you eat. Like, that restaurant was so bad, I wouldn't even eat there. I would literally get in my car when it's time for lunch, drive 10 minutes to the other store that I used to work at just to get food. I promise y'all, like the first week, because I was only working 4 days at the time. And when I tell you I wanted to call the other GM and let them know that I apologize for what I said, let me back. It was the worst experience I've ever had. Yet, it was the easiest job, y'all. Now, at this McDonald's, it pretty much had a reputation. So I didn't get much tips. And the customers, it was real snappy, once again, because of the reputation. However, once I got there, they started getting fresh food. The line was moving swiftly. I actually had a team at this location, so When I came in, I let them know, hey, I'm not in the business to be writing people up. If you want to go. Like, we're all grown, we're here to work, we got some things to take care of, we got goals to achieve, and let's do it. And y'all, I built the most solid team at McDonald's on JTB overnight shift. Like, we had that thing bumping, y'all. Like, I promise you, it was on. I even hit up my homegirl Crystal. I was like, yo, I need somebody else here. I need somebody that I actually know that will really set it off. So Crystal ended up joining the team, and we had a really good time. But things started to get a little interesting because the morning shift, once they came in and they seen that everything was together, I think they kind of like envied the rapport that we was having and how well we worked together, because they didn't have that. I took everything that I learned at the cleaner McDonald's and moved it to the one on JTB. Now, mind y'all, both McDonald's was franchised, but it was under the same franchise company. When I tell y'all that I did a deep clean in that store and I maintained that store, I really kept it up. But later on down the road, myself and morning shift, we was kind of starting to bump heads and fall out, because some of the things that I had brought to the table at that restaurant, and say if it was a day where we were super busy and I didn't get a chance to mark everything off my list, at this point they expected it to be done, so it caused a lot of conflict between myself and morning shift. It's like they wanted extra stuff to be done, like things that wasn't done before, because at this particular McDonald's, they didn't have an overnight shift the whole time that I've been working at the other McDonald's. They never had an overnight shift. They couldn't find anybody to work. So in this case, at the new restaurant, the crew members that had seniority, they were looked over because they were lazy, they were comfortable, they were nasty. The nastiest restaurant I ever been in. And once the upper managers seen how well I work, they asked me to take charge of overnight shift. They wanted me to be a head of personnel as far as like hiring people, which I wasn't gonna do because hello, I'm overnight. And if somebody applying for overnight, then maybe I'll hire them on. If not, then I'm not even gonna waste my time. Like, once I clocked out, don't talk to me, don't look at me. I'm all about myself and what I got going on with my business. Period. So I stayed at this McDonald's for about 3 months. I already had a goal from when I started back in October that I will rack up and stop working there in the month of April. In the midst of all the drama, all the nasty foolishness that's been going on in this restaurant, I requested to my manager that she give me a raise, because it's like, you putting all of your work on me. You want me to suspend people, fire people if they get out of line. They only trust me to make sure that everything was done. They wanted me to count the safe when I get in there, because people were stealing money out of the safe. Then they wanted me to count the product, because people been taking a lot of food at home and it's not accounted for in the system. And I'm like, yo, I need a raise. And every time I received my check and I had the same pay, it was always an excuse. Oh, everything is processing, you know, you'll get your raise, blah, 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 blah. And I wasn't here for it. Like I said, I already had in my mind that I was gonna be done with this by the month of April anyway. Right now, we are fastly approaching the month of April at this point. So what I started doing, I stopped doing a lot of things that I was doing before. And of course, that ended up being a problem. They sending me reports. They want this done, why that wasn't done. And I told them, I said, because I'm not the general manager. Yes, I understand that I am considered the shift manager, but it clearly states that all the things that my GM was asking me to do, that was her job to do while she was at home screwing another employee. But that ain't none of my business, girl. That ain't none of my business. She basically was relying on me to have all the ducks in a row. And you know, I made her look good for a very long time, but it was starting to cause stress. I'm telling y'all, right when I started chilling and doing my job, everything started to crumble. The manager, she was getting in a lot of trouble, and she couldn't really blame me. I mean, she'll talk to me and, you know, she'll have a little nice talking game, but I'm the type of person like, look, you're gonna have to show me. I need to see everything in writing. I need to see it in black and white. I need to see it signed and documented before you making promises to me that obviously you can't keep, because you got a mean talk game, and I've been sitting here for a while accepting bull crap. And I was just done with it because I knew I was gonna leave anyway. So I already had told Crystal that, you know, my overall goal was to be out of here by April so I can really start focusing on my YouTube career. And Crystal was asking, no, don't leave, man. We having so much fun, man. You such a great manager. Everything is going good. And I'm like, no, you know, it's like I'm putting my all into them, but not putting all into myself. You get what I'm saying? And it's just starting to be frustrating, and they want to get strict all of a sudden, and it's just, everything just crumbled down. So the first week of April, I sent my GM a message and I put in my 2 weeks notice. You know, she thanked me for everything that I've contributed to the company, and she thanked me for, you know, holding it down. And she wished me the best of luck into my future endeavors, everything like that. So on my last day, they threw like a nice big party. They had balloons and everything. It was really, really nice. And you know, we killed it, of course. And you know, I encourage everybody to keep doing what y'all doing. Remember the things I had taught everybody, like everybody, y'all stay in y'all own lane, keep y'all station. F morning shift, where they coming there with that drama, but look, we 10 souls down on overnight, y'all got this. Kill it, make them sales, keep that time down, and y'all will be good. The day after my last day working there, the GM, she had hit me up and she asked me to please come in just one more day just to train Crystal, because now she want Crystal to be in charge, because she was like my little protege. You know, she basically followed everything that I was doing, and you know, the GM trusted that Crystal would be able to take over and dominate like I did. But Crystal wasn't having it. Crystal, she's a loose cannon, and she wasn't putting up with a lot of things that I was putting up with. Crystal said once I left, a lot of the employees started to change. They started to lackluster. Everybody was cool with each other. It's like the whole system that I created on overnight, it was no longer there. Like they started bringing people in, and it's just started messing up everything. And I actually have my good friend Crystal to do a part 2 with me, you guys. But I must say, working at McDonald's, it taught me a lot as far as what I can put into my business. But when I tell y'all that this was the worst, the absolute worst company that I could ever work for. It's like I told the managers, I told them that y'all lack accountability, y'all never are available, y'all never have answers for us, we always had to figure it out. Y'all want to go off on us on things that y'all told us to do, but when the CEO catches it, now we get fussed out. It was just a mess, you guys. But I tell y'all once again, just be careful where you eat. I tend to go to a lot of restaurants where I can actually see the food being cooked. But if you are in Jacksonville, Florida, and you love McDonald's, girl, stay away from it. Stay away from it. It's disgusting, y'all. It's so gross. And I wish y'all the best for y'all health. All right, y'all, stay tuned for part 2. Make sure y'all like and share this video. If you don't mind, share one of the worst jobs you ever had in the comments. And please stay tuned for part 2. I love you guys. Thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all later. Bye.